behaviors that every parent should avoid. My name is Ayolua Adedeji. I am the founder and the lead consultant at the Model Family Focus. 11 behaviors that every parent should avoid. These 11 behaviors are common behaviors that most parents exhibit without considering the short-term and long-term effect on their children. So if you are a parent and you are watching this video, please take your time to watch this video to the end and pay rapt attention. These 11 behaviors should be avoided by all means and always. Withholding affection. Failing to show affection to your child can lead to feelings of abandonment and emotional insecurity. Some parents will think that by the time I withhold my affection from this child, the child's senses will come back to normal. Oh, it shouldn't be. Your affection, your love for your child should be unconditional. Really, children can act funny. Children can, act out. That is why you are children. That is why they are children. And you are there to guide them. When your child misbehaves, you need to learn to separate the behavior from your child. The bad behavior is like a weed in your farm around your plants. You want to uproot the weed, but surely you are not going to uproot the plant with the weed. So when your child exhibits bad behavior, separate bad behavior from your child. The behavior is not your child, and your child is not the behavior. Always show affection. Always show love. It will give your child a sense of emotional security. Neglecting personal needs. You should provide everything that your child needs for proper development. Your child's emotional needs, physical needs, material needs, mental needs, everything that your child needs to grow properly, to grow well, you should provide. That is why you are the parent. Ignoring your child's needs for education, for hobby, for skill developments will limit your child's potential. So be there for your child. Provide everything that your child needs by all means, not what your child wants, what your child needs. Failure to set boundaries. The reason why some parents beat, yell, shout, and sometimes act out is because they do not have boundaries. They do not set boundaries. Without boundaries, children may struggle with understanding limits and self-discipline, and parents also may struggle in their parenting journey. Boundaries need to be set as it helps children to develop positive behavior. For instance, in my family, we have a family vision, the vision that the family is running with. We have our family values, we have our family rules, we have our boundaries, and we have consequences in place for getting out of the boundaries, and they are well communicated to the children. The other day, my daughter was telling me, "Mommy, if I want to do something and I remember the consequences, I will consider not doing them." Setting boundaries will help children to develop positive behavior, and it will also reduce your parental stress index. So failure to set boundaries, avoid it. Excessive control. Most times, parents want to control everything their child is doing. They want to control how the child plays. They want to control what the child does. They want to control what the child wears. Allow your child to have his or her way sometimes, especially on harmless issues. This will help your child to believe or trust his or her instincts, and it will help your child to be able to control circumstances when you are not around. Excessively controlling your child, please avoid it. Inconsistency. If you are not consistent, your child will be confused. It will be difficult for your child to understand acceptable behavior. Consistency is magical. Consistency does the magic. If you are not consistent, your child will not take you seriously. Whatever thing you start, you must continue. You must be consistent with your discipline. You must be consistent with your values. You must be consistent with your correction. That is only when your parenting can be effective. Inconsistency, avoid it. Disregarding complaints. Act immediately on your child's complaint. If your child complains that someone is bullying him or her, act immediately. Your child complains that someone is making him or her feel uncomfortable. No matter how close or how much you love that person, please do not ignore. Act immediately. Stereotyping. This is when parents attribute certain characteristics or role to a child based on their preconceived notions. This often relates to age, gender, ability, personality, or interest. If you are stereotyping your child, you may want to consider stopping it now because it does more harm than good. For instance, raising a girl child to focus on cooking and cleaning as a major or most important skill for ladies, or raising a child to believe that female are too emotional to become a leader. Stereotyping a child will limit a child's potential. It can lead to narrowed opportunities, lack of exploration and discovery. It can lead to missed opportunities for growth and development. Stereotyping a child, please avoid it by all means. Abuse. Avoid any form of abuse. Verbal abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. Avoid any form of abuse. Most parents go as far as placing curses on their children, swearing for their children, for crying out loud. Your child. Mind what you say to your child. Mind how you discipline your child. Mind how you handle your child. Don't damage your child unconsciously. Unrealistic expectation. Putting too much pressure on your child to meet too much expectation can lead to stress and burnout. Unrealistic expectation, please avoid it. Have realistic expectation. Have age-appropriate expectation. Work with your child's pace. You are not competing with anyone. Dismissing your child's opinion, please avoid it by all means. Allow your child to make age-appropriate decisions. Don't always feel that your own opinion is superior. Sometimes allow your child to take lead. This will make your child feel heard and valued. Always making your own opinion superior will bruise your child's ability to take healthy choices when you are not there. Of course, you will not always be available to make choices for your child. So do not dismiss your child's opinion always. Comparison. Comparing your child with peers and siblings is very damaging, and it affects your child's self-esteem, self-worth, and self-confidence negatively. It also leads to hatred and unnecessary competition. Statements like, can't you learn from your brother? Can't you learn from so person? Don't you see how so person is behaving? These are common careless statements that parents make, and it should be avoided. See, your child is unique. Every child is unique in his or her own way. Your child is unique, and I mean it. Discover your child's strengths and weaknesses, and develop your child's weaknesses from the points of your child's strength. Avoid comparing your child. Avoid comparing your child with peers and siblings by all means. I have a whole lot of resources on my YouTube channel. So if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. See you in another video.